everyone, this is Jules. Let me back out a little bit here. Okay, I am sharing my wall hanging. This is a cute wall hanging that I came up with for a friend of mine because there's some cute little people in her family that she's so in love with. And I thought this would be a good idea for her to put photos of those particular people in these little frames. There's a total of 6 of these hearts. And what I did is I used some floral aluminum wire. It's a 12 gauge, so it's very easy to work with. And I covered it with my tea stained muslin, so it has a grungy look. So you can use this for shabby projects and grungy projects if you want to. So here's one of the big hearts here, back here. This is one tiny one back there. So I used the Lyric collection to make this, and I'm going to pull everything out so you guys can see all the little hearts. So there's one. And I alternated the paper collection and the little photo mats to fit. Oops. And they're all tied and linked with Patsy's beautiful seam binding, this black seam binding. So how many is that? Okay, the big one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I've got a beautiful charm at the bottom, at the end of this, from the Tea Time collection, actually. And it says love on it, and a couple of baubles linked onto the chain here. And so the back side, let me show you what the back side looks like. So again, this is aluminum floral wire that's covered with my muslin ribbon that I sell on my blog. So the back side, you can see there's American Craft twine here that I wrapped around the back just to kind of give it some, to give some support to that. And also a touch of pink so that it will pop on the front. So as you can see, it's getting caught on the fabric, but as you can see, they're all linked with the Patsy seam binding from the bottom of the hearts to the top of the hearts. And the little twine is also alternating. So you'll see the bow here is on, well, if it's on that side, it would be on the left side. And then I alternated, put it on the other side there, and then on that side, and then on that side, and then on that side. Let me flip it back over. And I just used some Spellbinders dies for the little photo mats. I used them for the background that I cut out of craft and edged it with black acrylic paint with my paint dauber. And just alternated the designer paper using the 6x6 pad. So just cut some ovals and distressed the edges. Did the same thing with that one. That one's a 12. And they're alternating again. And then out of the collection, I also did cut out some little hearts, and I just attached them to different areas. So the bottom here has one of the Prima nests, has some beautiful black thread just sitting back there, a little black rose buds, and some other little flowers, and some Wild Orchid Crafts, some jute ribbon that they used to carry that I painted in black. So it has that mesh look. And then just pieces from the collection that I fussy cut. They came out really cute. I really like it. So this is a strip of like a doily border. So I just cut little pieces, added it with some of the mesh and a rose, distressed it so it makes it grungy, and I also used the floral vine from the engraver collection because it just matched the collection. But I used, I think, 2 of them. So there's one here that kind of comes around, and then the top part here. And it hangs from this ribbon there. The buttons package, I cut out this little piece that says, it said Lyric collection, but I just covered the collection word with another oval piece in the craft paper. Fussy cut some other paper from the collection and used some of their washi tape. That pink right there is washi tape. There's a fabric tape from the collection back there, a couple little banners. One of these little sequin centers, so I think it's a flower center. They don't really carry those anymore that I found. I couldn't find anymore. A little rose and some mesh, a little heart right on top of the bow, the twine bow. Then I cut out a couple of doilies from Cherry Lynn, and I just layered, there's 2 of them back there. So I layered 2 of them together, glued the twine down to it so it wouldn't move, and just cut out different pieces from the collection. So there's a piece down here under the word song, this piece down here, there's a little piece up here, a couple banners. I put one on dimensional foam adhesive so that it pops out and it's kind of alternating between the banners on underneath. One of the wood buttons, and just added the twine there in the pink. Added one of my handmade flowers that I made for the flower challenge back in April or something like that for Wild Orchid Crafts earlier this year. And I'm sorry I couldn't finish the challenges on that. I had graduations and things going on, and it just caught up with me. I couldn't finish it. Prima flower, little Prima flower, some thread here. Alpha stickers from American Crafts. These are the foam ones. And then I used some chipboard alphabets that were covered with a different paper. I just painted over it and used crackled accents, and you can see how pretty that is with some crackle accents. If you don't know what crackle accents is, it's a glue that dries and crackles. A little rose and a Prima leaf back there. So these are also some leaves from Wild Orchid Crafts. Wild Orchid Crafts flowers there, little rosebuds and a black rose and another little flower. And so that's basically the wall hanging. So I just layered one of the little hearts on top of, in the corner here, kind of having the bottom sitting in between the two doilies. You can see that there a little bit. Added the thread because I just love the way the thread looks. Kind of looks like a nest, and it makes it look a little whimsical. But because there's some black in it and distress ink, it looks a little grungy too. So I really like how it came out. So I made this for her. She doesn't know she's getting this in the mail. But yeah, I love this. Bye.